even, and therefore 2 is a factor of q. 2 is a factor of p, 2 is a factor of q. p and q both have 2 as a common factor. लेकिन हमने क्या लिखा था? p and q have no common factor other than 1. Now यहाँ हम लिख रहे हैं there is no common factor other than 1, and यहाँ we are proving that they have a common factor which is other than 1, that is 2. Why is that? That is because this assumption is wrong. Hence √2 is an irrational number. यहाँ तक कॉपी करो, उसके बाद में 2 स्टेटमेंट्स है वो लिखने हैं. पहले यहाँ तक सब कॉपी कर लीजिए आप लोग. चलो फास्ट. And everybody हो गया वहां तक? Therefore that is p and q both have 2 as a common factor. उसके आगे लिखो आप, both p and q have 2 as a common factor. This contradiction has arisen. This contradiction has arisen. This contradiction has arisen due to this contradiction has arisen due to our assumption √2 is rational, due to our assumption that √2 is rational. Hence our assumption is wrong. This contradiction has arisen due to our assumption that √2 is rational. Hence our assumption is wrong. Hence our assumption is wrong. Therefore √2 is an irrational number. Therefore √2 is an irrational number. Therefore √2 is an irrational number. Okay, same way we can prove √2 की जगह पर √3 ले लेंगे. So here you will have 3, here you will have 3, here you will have 3. Now here you will say 3 is a factor of p. Okay, the factor of p is going to be 3. Now you will have common factor will be 3. Similarly, when you take √5, common factor will be 5. So you will have factors other than 1. That is all. That is all that will change. इसका proof आपको बताना नहीं है, आने वाला नहीं है, but you should know. So please understand this, why it is irrational. Now let's also check the decimal form इनका irrational numbers का. Let's also check that. Okay. Can I erase this? Anybody is copying this? If all of you have finished, I'll erase it. Finished? Okay. So I'll erase it. So by using the division method, जो आपने 7th में या शायद 7th में ही शायद पढ़ा होगा, डिवीजन मेथड से स्क्वायर रूट कैसे पता करते हैं ऑफ एनी नंबर.
हाँ सर, हाँ सर.
So let's find that out. Let's say we have to find the square root of 2. Okay, we put 0 zeros. There is pairs of numbers. Okay, to the right you take pairs, to the left you take pairs. Okay, right of decimal and left of decimal. Now I think it should be better visible. Okay, so if you remember that method, here we take 1, whatever is there, 1 into 1 is 1, adding it gets 2, subtract, I'll get 1, bring down the next pair, that is 100. The next pair is 100. Then if I were to write this 5 over here, so it would be 25 into 5, which would be 125, which is more than this, so not possible. So 4, of course this decimal was here, comes over here, 4, and here also 4. So 24 into 4 is 96. 24 into 4 is 96. 24 plus 4 is 28. 96. This will give me, bring down another pair, that is 400. Okay. Now 28, if I were to write 2 over here, it would become 500 something. Okay. If I multiply this by 2, 564, which will not work. So I have to have 1 over here plus 1. ये आपने actually lower class में किया. I am just doing it for your knowledge. 281, and here there will be 1. Subtract. So 400 minus 281 gives you 119. Another 2 zeros will come down, and this will become 282. Okay, 282. Again, by trial and error, we multiply this by 4, so you will get. Okay, so from this, if you subtract, it will be 11,296. So 11,296, that means 300, 600 and 604 will be the remainder. 28 will come over here. You'll get 2 more zeros over here. You'll get 2 more zeros over here. Okay, so 60400, and here multiply by 2. So this comes as 56564. 56564. Further, the remainder will be 3836. 3836, and there will be 2 more zeros that will come down. This will be 28284. Okay, and so on. Okay, this will further get multiplied by 1. Okay, and so on. I can keep on going like this. You will see the square root of 2 is going on and on and on. If I keep on dividing, it's not going to terminate. It is going to be, root 2 is going to be 1.41421, 41421, and so on. Same thing will happen. Same thing will happen for root 3. Okay, so like that you can check root 5, root 7. You can find out their square roots. ये आपने कर लिया है पहले क्लास में, फिर भी चाहिए तो एक बार कॉपी कर लो. So even for pi we take it as 3.14. Okay, the value of pi we take as 3.14, that is 22/7. But just so that you know, it is not a rational number. Pi by itself is an irrational number. Pi is an irrational number. 22/7 or 3.14 that we are taking. Okay, 3.14 that we are taking, that's an approximate value. That's an approximate value of pi. Okay, That's an approximate value of pi. It's not the exact value. Pi also is an irrational number. Pi also is an irrational number. Done till here? Now, just like we have shown over there, root 2 is irrational, or root 3 is irrational, or root 5 is irrational. Similarly, we can also show 2 plus, okay, 2 plus and root 3 or something, whatever, those are also irrational numbers. That means by adding or subtracting an irrational number, the number that we get is going to be irrational. By adding or subtracting an irrational number, you will get an irrational number. By multiplying or dividing by an irrational number, you will get a irrational number. A rational number plus or minus irrational number will always give you irrational number. Similarly, rational number multiplied or divided by an irrational number will give you an irrational number. Okay, this will also give you an irrational number. But two irrational numbers, addition subtraction, may be irrational or it may be rational. Okay, if two are irrational numbers, then I don't know, it can be both. Then there is no fixed this thing, it can be both. Similarly, if two irrational numbers are multiplied, their product can be irrational, it can also be rational. For example, if I multiply root 3 into root 5, I'll get root 15. This is irrational. Okay, root 3 into root 2 is root 3 into root 5 is root 15, which is irrational, which will also be irrational. But root 2 into root 2 is root 4, which is 2, which is rational. Okay, so product or division of two irrational numbers may or may not be rational, may or may not be irrational. It can be both, but there it will always be irrational. Ek rational, ek irrational, always irrational. Whether it is multiplication, addition, subtraction, division, ek rational, ek irrational, always irrational. Are we clear? When one number is rational and one is irrational, then their addition, multiplication, product or division will always be irrational. ये चाहिए तो आप लिख लो in a nutshell, so you don't have to worry too much. But when both of them are irrational, then it may or may not be irrational. Okay, so if you were to prove 2 plus root 3 is irrational, how do you prove 2 plus root 3 is irrational? Simple, we'll say again same logic. Let us assume that it is rational. So if it is rational, it will be P upon Q. So root 3 will be P upon Q minus 2. P upon Q minus 2. Now, subtraction of two rational numbers, this will be rational. P upon Q is some rational number. And from that, if you subtract 2, you are going to get a rational number. But root 3 is irrational. So how can root 3 be equal to some rational number? That is not going to be possible. So therefore, this is irrational. That is how we will do. Same thing goes for multiplication. 2 root 7 or for example 5 root 7. Again we'll say let it be P upon Q. So root 7 equals to P upon 5Q. Now again this is rational. P upon 5Q is rational. That means root 7 equals to a rational number, which is not possible. Which is not possible because we know it is irrational. Therefore, this is also irrational. This is how you can prove addition of two numbers are irrational. So this is irrational. This is irrational. ठीक है ना? So ये एक number rational, दूसरा irrational. ये दोनों का product will always be not rational. It will always be irrational. Similarly, एक इरेशनल नंबर उसके साथ में ऐड कर रहे हैं आप रैशनल नंबर, यू विल नॉट गेट अ रैशनल नंबर, यू विल ऑलवेज गेट इरेशनल. इज दैट क्लियर? इज दिस क्लियर? हाँ ना, कुछ तो बोलो. ओके.
Yes, sir.
या सो नाउ प्रॉपर्टीज ऑफ इरेशनल नंबर जो मैंने अभी बोला था वो लिख लो शॉर्ट में. चलो वी हैव 10 minutes, लेट्स डू सम सिंपल दिस थिंग बिफोर आई गिव यू 2.2 फॉर होमवर्क. लिख लो properties of irrational numbers. Properties of irrational numbers. What does it say? First, addition or subtraction. Addition or subtraction. Addition or subtraction of a rational number. Addition or subtraction of a rational number with an irrational number. Addition or subtraction of a rational number with an irrational number. With an irrational number is an irrational number. Is an irrational number. Is an irrational number. This is the first property. Second property. Second property. Write that down. Multiplication or division. Multiplication or division of non-zero. Multiplication or division of non-zero rational number. Non-zero rational number. Okay. Multiplication or division of non-zero rational number, non-zero rational number with irrational number. Multiplication or division of non-zero rational number with irrational number. With irrational number is also an irrational number. 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 Third property. Third property. Addition, subtraction, multiplication and division. Addition, subtraction, addition, subtraction, multiplication and division of two irrational numbers. Of two irrational numbers can be either rational or irrational number. Can be either rational or irrational number. Can be either rational or irrational number. Can be either rational or irrational numbers. Okay. These are the three properties that you have written down, which we discussed. I showed you just now with respect to irrational numbers. With respect to irrational numbers. Now, with respect to real numbers. Okay. What are real numbers? Real numbers are both rational as well as irrational numbers put together. Okay. So let's write down properties of order relation. Properties of order relation. Properties of order relation on real numbers. Properties of order relation on real numbers. That means when we have real numbers, unka order relation. Okay. If A and B are, okay, I'll write it down. You all also copy. If A and B are two real numbers. If A and B are two real numbers, then only one of the relation, then only one of the relations holds good. Only one of the relations holds good. Which one relation? That is either A will be equal to B or A will be less than B or A will be greater than B. ये तीन में से एक ही हो सकता है, चौथा कोई पॉसिबिलिटी नहीं है. If they are two real numbers, then either A is equal to B or A is less than B or A is greater than. Second, if A is less than B and B is less than C, then A is less than C. Then A is less than C. Similarly, if A is less than B, okay, what the second property means is, one, for example, 2 is less than 5 and 5 is less than 7. So obviously 2 will be less than 7. In the second case, if A is less than B and to both the sides, if you add a number, the inequality, ये sign को बोला जाता है inequality. The inequality does not change. The inequality does not change. Then दोनों साइड में सेम अगर ऐड कर रहा हूं तो A plus C will be less than B plus C. For example, 2 and 5 I took. इनमें अगर 3 ऐड करूं, so 2 plus 3 will be 5, 7 plus 3 will be 10. Again, this will be lesser. Okay, so that is what it says. If A is less than B, then A plus C is less than B plus C. That means if I add the same term C to both the sides, the inequality does not change. The inequality does not change. The last, this thing, if A is less than B, if A is less than B and C is greater than 0, that means it is a positive integer or a natural number. If A is less than B and C is greater than 0, then if I multiply by both the sides by the same number, that is A into C and B into C, the relation will not change. The relation will not change. Okay, it will not change. Okay, so AC will be less than BC. But if A is greater than B and C is less than 0, that means C is negative and C is negative. If it is negative, then the order relation will change. Now this will become greater than B into C. That is only when C is less than 0. That means C is negative. C is negative. Please write down all these four properties. Write down all these four properties. Okay, you can understand this. For example, let's say this is 2 is less than 3 and C is, let's say, -1. If you multiply by -1, -2 and -3, obviously -2 is greater because it comes on the left hand side, on the right hand side, and -3 comes on the left hand side. That is what this is. You can put some numbers over here for A, B and C and you can verify it yourself that all these rules hold true. They are applicable every single time. Okay, they're applicable every single time. You need to remember this whenever we are solving. Okay, please copy this. Once you have done, let me know. We're just going to see one small part, that is square root of a negative number. वो part सिर्फ बचा है, वो देखेंगे. पहले ये कर लो, फिर उसके बाद में we are going to look at surds. Next week we will start with surds. अभी सिर्फ 2.2 पर ही रुक जाएंगे आज हम शायद. Not a problem. We are going to start with what are surds, comparison of surds, operation on surds, and rationalization of surds. These are important things that we are going to see. And then we are going to see rationalizing the denominator, which is very, very, very important, which you are going to use even in higher classes. Hopefully next week we should be able to finish this chapter. Okay, done. Chalo. Now square root of a negative number. Square root of a negative number is not a real number. Because why not? Let's understand that also. See, if root A equals to B, then A equals to B square. If root A is equal to B, then A is equal to B square. That is what is known to us. That is what is the logic of square roots. Okay. So if root 5 equals to X, then 5 equals to X square, then 5 equals to X square. Okay. Now, what about square root of -5? Square root of -5, the whole square, it will give me -5. Square root of -5, the whole square is going to give me -5. But that is not possible. Okay, it is not possible. Why? Because square root of any number, that means if I multiply, I should get the same number. This is not going to happen because minus root 5 into minus root 5 is going to give me 5 only. It's going to give me 5 only. It is not going to give me -5, because minus into minus is going to give me plus, isn't it? Minus into minus is going to give me plus. It will not give me this. It will not give me -5. So that is not going to happen. So square root of a negative number is not real. Okay. Square root of a negative number is not real number. All you need to know is that much. Do exercise 2.2 for homework. Then we will see next time when we meet. As I said, surds and all those things. Okay. Please solve this. Any doubts, difficulties, queries, you can ask that time. Okay. Chalo. Take care. All the best. Bye.